I want to talk to you about banks that accept anyone this year. In other words, we are speaking about bank accounts you can open even if you have bad credit, even if you have a check system file, okay? So here are the banks I want you to pay attention to. First of all, you have a Capital One 360. So Capital One is actually one of the most innovative of the traditional banks. It's actually nice that they have a few options to avoid overdraft fees should you choose to allow potential overdrafts. It's usually best to have the bank decline any transaction when there is not enough money in the account. Okay, so when it comes to banks that accepts anyone, Capital One really it does a great job, and they have a checking account called Capital One 360. I want you to see on the screen here. This is actually the general information about Capital One 360. So you can see that there is actually no monthly fee, no minimum balance. So in terms of cashback, virtual cards, and investment account, and even secure credit cards, you're going to have to decide that, actually determine that with Capital One. So this is really fantastic. Next, you have Bank of America Safe Balance Checking Accounts. So if you're looking for a bank that accepts anyone, think about Bank of America and look for an account called Bank of America Safe Balance Checking Accounts. And so this Bank of America account has a $4.95 monthly fee, $4.95. And although it's a traditional bank, much like most of the fintechs, you cannot write a personal check, okay? So I'm showing you on the screen here. Here is the info for Bank of America Safe Balance Checking Accounts. So you can see what you have. So from free ATM all the way to no overdraft, but you do have a monthly fee, $4.95. And so this is pretty good. Next, you have Wells Fargo Clear Access. So if you're looking for a bank that accepts anyone, think about Wells Fargo. And this Wells Fargo account has a $5 monthly fee and no personal checks can be written. So you're not going to want to be able to write personal checks here. And I'm showing you this on the screen here, the general info when it comes to the Wells Fargo account. So you can see all the things you can do with this account, from credit checks all the way to mobile check deposits. But you do not actually have the possibility to write paper checks. And also everything else like Apple Pay, virtual cards, investment accounts, those will have to be decided when you actually open the account. If you're looking for a bank that accepts anyone, I want you to think about GoBank. So GoBank is a neotech, is a fintech, is an online bank, okay? So the GoBank account has an $8.95 monthly fee. The monthly fee is waived if you have a qualifying direct deposit of more than $500 within the month. So if you have a job and you want to really set up your job to actually directly deposit your salary into this account, you are safe. Now there is a fee of up to $495 every time you deposit cash. So this is actually a green dot company. So GoBank is a green dot company. I'm showing you on the screen here the recap for GoBank when it comes to their services. So you can see what they have and what they do not have. Of course, you can see that they don't have branches and they have no interest paid on accounts. Next, I want you to think about Chime. So Chime actually is one of the most feature-rich accounts available. Paper checks are available, right? Okay, this is really good. So through online bill pay, paper checks are available. So that's pretty good. I'm showing you on the screen here the recap of services that basically Chime has. You can see what they have: easy P2P transfers. You have mobile check deposit, lock card, and what have you. Now there is no minimum balance requirements, no monthly fee, and there are no branches. So because this is an online bank, by the way. If you're looking for a bank that actually accepts anyone, think about Vero. So Vero is actually it's a pretty good institution in the sense that, again, this is also a neotech, an online bank, a fintech, if you will. So free peer-to-peer transfers are only available among those with a Vero account. This is standard among the fintechs, by the way. I mean, Chime is an exception, but yeah, all the other fintechs, that's how they actually operate. So I want you to see on the screen here. Here is the recap when it comes to Vero this year. So Vero has no credit checks, has no minimum balance, no monthly fee, and no branches. Okay, but you can see everything else that they actually offer. This is totally fantastic. If you are looking for banks that accept anyone, I want you to think about Dave. Okay, now this is a popular account that will help you with budgeting, funding side jobs, and building your credit. So this is pretty good. And I want you to look on the screen right now. Here is the recap of services that Dave has as of the date of this show. You can see that basically you have Google Pay, Apple Pay. That's really good. You have virtual cards, fantastic. Okay, and but there are no branches. Okay, and that's really and there is also a no overdraft possibility. So yeah. Next, you have Albert. So basically, an Albert account offers financial advice from experts 7 days a week. It offers bill negotiation, subscription monitoring, and budgeting. So the thing is that Albert is actually a neobank that accepts anyone. And Albert actually is pretty good if you are serious about, let's say, your budgeting strategy or your family's budgeting strategy. Because besides having a bank account with Albert, you are basically having access to a variety of budgeting tools, and also so you can beef up your personal finance strategy. I'm showing you on the screen here the recap of what Albert really offers this year. Okay, and so the cool thing is you have cashback, you have savings account, you have investment accounts. Fantastic. Next, I want you to think about Acorns. So basically, Acorns is a great bank that accepts anyone. Acorn is also a fintech, by the way. So Acorn's account has a $3 monthly fee. It has automated investing in stocks, bonds, and exchange traded funds. So consider Acorns if you want to beef up your investment strategy. Like you want to really go beyond your go beyond a typical budgeting sort of process and really sort of invite into your budgeting, and you want to really incorporate an extra layer of financial planning, aka investment planning. Okay, and I'm showing you on the screen here the recap of stuff you have with through Acorn. So you can see that you have investment, you have an investment account, cashback. Now, but Acorn does charge you a monthly fee, so you want to really account for that monthly fee when you actually consider this this account this year. And also you have mobile check deposit, so this could be pretty important for certain folks. Next, if you're thinking about banks that accept anyone, I want you to think about Money Lion. So Money Lion is pretty interesting because their business model is a little different. So basically, what happens here is that like Money Lion accounts do have a monthly fee, but it's only $1. So it is actually a feature-rich account that also provides access to crypto trading, investments, insurance, and even pet insurance. Okay, and MoneyLion also has a credit building services. I've actually covered a MoneyLion on another show. Okay, but yeah, this is this is really cool, and you can see on the screen here the MoneyLion sort of recap. So so you have Apple Pay, you have Google Pay, you have cashback, virtual cards, investment accounts. Fantastic. Okay, and no overdraft, no minimum balance. If you're looking for banks that accept anyone, I want you to think about Found. So Found actually it's a relatively new sort of company like neotech that was actually founded or inspired during COVID actually. Okay, and so Found is a newer entry that is actually designed for self-employed business owners, and Found has a bookkeeping, tax, and other business functions built in. So this is pretty good. And you can see on the screen here the recap of functionalities and features that you have through Found. Okay, and one thing you will love is that you do have access to a lock card if you were to go with Found. So that's pretty powerful. Next, you have Lily. So this account is designed for freelancers. So unlike other accounts, they have early access for direct deposits from employers only. Lily offers early access from payment platforms like Square and Stripe. They're working on having the same thing for Stripe. Right now, they haven't really finalized that aspect yet. And so this Lily account also has tax tools and other useful features for freelancers. So that's really fantastic. And I'm showing you on the screen here the recap for Lily as of the date of this show. If you're looking for banks that accept anyone, I want you to think about Current this year. So Current is a full-featured account. It has a free tier and a premium account, so you can actually choose which one fits your specific your specs, if you will, your operational specs. And the premium account is $499 per month and includes gas hold removal when you pay at the pump and early access to a direct deposit. So this is pretty good. I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is the recap for the operational services that Current actually offers. And pretty prominently, you can see that they have early access to direct deposit as well as virtual cards. So this is really good. Next, you have a GoTo Bank. So GoTo Bank is not the same thing as GoBank, by the way. Okay. So this is another online bank from Green Dot. So GoTo Bank has a $5 monthly fee. The fee is waived if there is a qualifying direct deposit within the month. So that's really good. I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is what the GoTo Bank actually has. So in terms of specs, okay. So you have overdraft protection available. So you can protect yourself from overdraft. And you also have Apple Pay and Google Pay. Next, you have a Aspiration. So if you care about the environment and you want to fight climate change, this may be the bank for you. Okay, you can use your spare change to plant trees. This bank doesn't invest any deposited amounts in fossil fuel companies. And Aspiration's spend and save account, with this account, allows members to pay what they want, including nothing for the monthly fee. For the Plus account, there is a $7.99 monthly fee, which drops to a $5.99 if you pay for a year at a time. So you can have a great discount if you want to really pay. If you want to be billed annually. Okay, and the Plus account provides carbon offsets every time you use the card to fill your gas tank. This is the only fintech that offers a full credit card, not secured. Though they don't check your credit for the rest of the account, they will check your credit if you decide to add a credit card. So you can see on the screen here what Aspiration actually has in terms of potential, in terms of features, in terms of capabilities. If you're looking for banks that accept anyone, I want you to consider One right now. So One is a full-featured account. So a perk is that you can put part of your money into a shared pool, so that's pretty good. And the shared pool is like a joint account, but it can be set up through the app and can have several owners. So again, you are you're really well surrounded, and this might be helpful if you want to control how much of your account you share with your spouse or children. So I want you to look right now on the screen. Here is the recap for One as a bit of this show. Next, you have a Serve. So this is actually one of the oldest fintech companies, though Serve's app ratings are not as good as they once were. It has somewhat interesting features. Serve's users get American Express cards, while other providers give, let's say, Visa or MasterCard. And these cards are considered prepaid cards because the account is not considered a checking account. Yet, the Serve account provides all the same features: a routing number, an account number, and the ability to send checks through online bill pay. You can deposit checks through a mobile check capture in the app, and the whole thing is FDIC insured. Okay. However, some companies do not accept the card because it's called prepaid. So there are several different options when it comes to the types of Serve accounts. One of the options has a free cash reload feature, but there is a $6.95 monthly fee. Still, if you are accepting a lot of cash, this might be your best choice. There's also a cashback card and another card with no monthly fee if there is a qualifying direct deposit. So that's really fantastic. I'm showing you right now, as I did on this show, actually everything about the Serve account. So finally, you have Betterment. So Betterment is an investment-centric app, but it's also a feature-rich banking company. Okay, the checking account is FDIC insured, so that's a good thing. But the investment side is not. This goes for all the investment accounts attached to banking apps, regardless of the company. So the company has some good retirement and financial planning tools. It also offers several types of accounts, including IRAs. So that's really good. I'm showing you right now on the screen. Here is what you need to know about Betterment as of the date of this show. So you have a lot of possibilities, a lot of information, and really really granular. So you can make your decision here. So here are the facts. So I just share with you the top banks. But before I close to this conversation, let me actually give you a few facts. Now, it's important to understand that basically in the past, if you wanted to open a checking account but had a bad credit report score or a check system report, you would have to open a second chance checking account, right? Now, these accounts were often called essential checking, opportunity checking, and fresh start checking accounts. This second chance bank account usually had high fees and didn't offer the same features as other bank accounts. Now, a lot has changed, so this is important. So if you have bad credit, don't settle for a subpar checking account. So many checking accounts that don't check your credit history or banking history offer better perks than checking accounts that always are just bothering you every single day. Okay, so it's something to really think about. And but it's important to understand that basically the fintech, because basically fintechs are actually doing a lot of the work here. Fintechs are trying to lure customers away from the banks. Now, these fintechs are usually not banks themselves. They are technology companies. They team up with a financial institution to offer these new types of accounts. For example, Chime is partnered with Bancorp and Stride Bank. If you open an account with Chime, your money will be kept at one of those banks. So your account is insured by the FDIC just as if it were at Bank of America. So the rise of the fintechs has caused actually some traditional banks and federal credit unions to offer better services for their second chance checking accounts to keep from losing customers to the fintechs. So this is something to really think about. Now, some fintechs are technology companies, so you can expect their mobile banking and online checking account features to be second to none. These companies are experts. Let's say they're expert at mobile banking. That's it. They do not have a brick and mortar branches that allow you to do in-person banking. So your bank is located in your pocket in the form of your smartphone. So if your employer direct deposits your paycheck, most of this data allow to you'll be able to be notified. But the one thing I want to say here is that you have a lot of possibilities. Now there are several types of bad credit checking accounts, quote unquote. Okay, you have you can divide the types of bad credit checking accounts into those offered by traditional banks and online only or mobile only sort of fintechs. Traditional banks usually charge high fees and don't offer as many technology tools, but traditional banks offer branch services where you can actually bank in person. So this really include actually banks like Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Capital One. So this is kind of cool. Now, what should you look for in an online only checking accounts? Well, think about complete fee-free checking, no minimum opening deposits, early access to your direct deposit, mobile check deposits through a phone scans. You have you have online bill pay. You have no minimum balance requirements. Excellent mobile apps. So that's really, really fantastic, especially from a scalability point of view. This is really great. So in conclusion, to this conversation, I spoke to you about banks that accept anyone. I give you the banks and then the facts, the summary, and now the conclusion. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.